Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Straight Betting. Huh. Bro, what are these people talking about? I'm just like looking at Twitter. I had like one day where I went back to my school, my old school, and had a night out drinking, and then now people are saying on Twitter, Tyven Klinger be drinking too much. Because I like under the tweet that said, one final reminder: the 7:30 a.m. stream will not take place. Yeah, no, that's not what's happening at all, guys. What's going on with that is that I'm moving to Charlotte in a week, and Liam is starting school in a little bit, and I'll be starting a job soon, like a part-time job, and we just don't have the time to do it, and that's why we're only doing the 8:45 or 9:45 stream moving forward. So yeah. And guys, we're just going to get right into it as well here. Plan for today is to just get right into it. I don't have any official plays. Kind of just staring at the board. I have not been, I know like seeing the board is like bullshit and stuff, but I haven't really been, seeing the board great recently. Just like I've been doing a lot of non-betting stuff recently. And I think I'm just kind of like forgetting what spots are good to attack and stuff from time to time. So yeah, we'll go through the board. Hopefully you guys can give input. We're gonna just start off going game by game, and honestly, we're gonna start off right now. Good morning, everyone. What's up, Carl? What's up, Strange Music? What's up, T Rev? Hope you guys are all doing good. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's start off with Wizards and Pistons. So starting off here, obviously games in Detroit. Wizards are on the second night of a back-to-back. We got a massive spread. Wizard stuff, JJ. I don't know why they're not listing. I don't know if Middleton and are Middleton and Smart just like shut down for the season, or do you know what's going on here?
I have no idea.
Okay, because I would think that they would have props listed, given that they sat last game, right? And maybe it's like we just don't want these two playing back-to-backs, but they don't have props listed, so I have no clue what's going on there. Yeah. So on the Piston side of things, I kind of want to buy low on Asar Thompson. I think that 20.5 PRA is a decent price. One thing that I've noticed with Asar is that a juicy lotto. Oh, sorry, my bad. I got sidetracked. Eric, we'll be starting that stuff in about a week. But right now we're just gonna keep it the same. But yeah, the show will be looking a lot different in about a week. So yeah. So Asar Thompson, I see that someone said Asar rebounds and assists. I do think that Asar is kind of like a we don't play you, we play Beasley over you when we need to type of guy. And look, they played in two very close games, and I think that's, unless Asar's contributing at a very high level, I think he's kind of the type to lose minutes in those type of games. I also did have cash to slip with him before from via garbage time. So I think that he is a little bit blowout proof at the bare minimum. Let's just quick check the Pistons injury report. Okay. So just Jaden Ivey makes sense. So my kind of theory behind Asar is that obviously, guys, we know it's a good matchup, but if we go to with Cade, without Ivy, with Tobias, it's not a great hit rate. He has a lot of these shitty minute games, but like I said, I do think that this is like a 25, 26 minute spot for him personally. So if we go to like 22 to 30 minutes, then the hit rate starts to look pretty good, 11 out of 18, and you get the Wizards. And yeah, I mean, Wizards giving up a ton of points in the paint too. Let's see if we go here. Yep. 6 most points in the paint post All-Star break. And one thing that also stood out to me when I was looking at this game a little bit was that pull-ups. Wizards have actually been allowing a very low pull-up frequency. So, and field goals made, I mean, post All-Star break, second fewest, right next to Brooklyn. Weirdly, Milwaukee too. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but yeah, clearly they've been, pretty aggressive against pick and roll situation and stuff if you're allowing that low of a frequency. So another thing that kind of makes Cade under points a little bit interesting to me. Just, I mean, there's a lot of outs here, right? I mean, just the 15-point spread at home. Obviously, it's like a little bit scary, fading Cade just fading anyone against like a team that is not going to be a great defense. But yeah, I guess the Wizards' defense too has kind of been not too shabby, right? 8th fewest points per game allowed. Don't know how sticky that is, but yeah. JJ, do you have any thoughts on this game?
I mean, it's that time of year. The props are going to get a little bit trickier with star players. I don't know. This game is it's something. I would say maybe Malik Beasley. I know I'm pretty sure they still struggle with handoffs and stuff like that. So it could be a decent catch and shoot spot.
Yeah, Washington's actually been all right against catch and shoot too, which is strange. So it's like the one area where they really have been bad is kind of the paint, from what I'm kind of getting at from the stuff post All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, if you go to the season-long stuff, let's see, where are handoffs? Yep, handoffs really bad. Good for Duren probably, right? But I don't think Duren's assists are at 2.5 anymore. Let's see, they are 3.5. And yeah, that's factored into the RA line too. So, do you have any like super strong leans here?
With that game, no. Because I know last game, yesterday, they were collapsing a lot on drives and trying to help in the paint. So it set up a lot of catch and shoot opportunities. So I'm not sure if that was just a one-off thing or something is like starting to shift within that team.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. So on this side of things, I guess Alex Sarr threes always make sense against Duren, right? 1.5 threes, minimal juice for Alex Sarr. Feels like a pretty good spot for him. We know that like the Pistons are going to be fine conceding threes to him, so it's going to be like Duren. Yeah, Duren's not going to be sprinting out to contest an Alex Sarr three, that's for sure. And yeah, he's kind of been hitting this line pretty well recently. But head-to-head stuff. Got up 3 threes. It's not great. That was kind of back in the Kuzma days, zone stuff. See games without Kuzma, with Poole. Pretty good stuff there too. Okay, let's see. Let's get into some of the questions for this game. Asar rebounds and assists. Yeah, I agree with that. I think maybe we should look into Asar a little bit more. I don't know, just maybe by, like I said, I want to say that I want to say that his minutes are going to be good here. Asar rebounds and assists, 7.5, which is very, very juiced at most places. But yeah, with like 22 to 30 minutes, like I said, I think maybe 22 to 28. Let's do that. Yeah, very good stuff. I like that.
As soon as I told him he's off the minutes restriction, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
What was it, 18 and 21 minutes the last 2 games right after that?
Uh-huh. And I think someone's like moving the market on this stuff because this line just moved to 20.5 at a lot of places. So I think I am going to lock this in right now at DraftKings at 19.5 before I miss out on this. But yeah, this just reeks of a good minute spot for Asar, in my opinion. Actually, I might fade Cade. I don't know. JJ, what do you think about fading Cade? Let's see. Pull up twos would probably be the what to look at.
I mean, I don't know. Let me see real quick.
I know they don't have Koulibaly, which is actually like a good defender. Or he got hurt at least.
Because, yeah, it looks like post All-Star break, he's been mixing it up with his rotations in the fourth. Sometimes he'll start the fourth quarter, and then sometimes he'll come in like around like this 8-minute mark. So it's really tough, especially if you're trying to predict a blowout.
I think that starting the fourth would be like a desperate thing. You know, it's like, okay, Cade, we need you to save us. That's what I've noticed that like a lot of like stars do. Like they'll start the fourth if they need to, and if they'll just come in midway through the fourth if it's like midway
Because
through.
I mean, he did that again. He came in a fourth against Brooklyn when there was up.
Okay. I'm gonna see like so. Emmanuel quickly had 15 points in 28 minutes, 12 shot attempts. Try to find like similar players, I guess. Quickly did not play here. Just like players who are high usage guards and stuff. The Jazz definitely don't have that. They definitely didn't that game. What did Tyler Hero do here? Hero only got up 10 shots for Hero. That's pretty interesting. Hornets, let's see, did LaMelo play here? He did. He only had 20 points. He got up 19 shots. Wasn't also like insanely inefficient, to be honest, either, right? I mean, this isn't good, but it's pretty, limiting LaMelo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Portland, let's see what they do against Anthony Simons. Limited him too. 36 minutes, 13 shot attempts. Brooklyn Nets. Let's see. Do they have Cam Thomas here? They did not. Or D'Lo. And let's see. Okay. Last test here. I guess the Magic. We could see what those guys did. Franz had actually. These guys also didn't really have crazy good games either. The Wizards, low-key, haven't let anyone have like a massive game on them. In a minute. Let's see. The Bucks. Did Dame play? Dame did not play. Yeah, the Wizards have been pretty good, man. I think I'm probably going to take this Cade under. I don't really think there's any like weird injury news that. I think there's any injury news that could screw this over. I really don't.
I can't see anything right now that would change, but it's probably going to be closer than a 15-point spread. That's the only thing I could think of.
Oh, you mean if someone got hurt, you mean?
No, just in general.
Oh, you like the Wizards to cover?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. Pistons are a good team. I'm a big fan of the Pistons.
Oh no, they're a good team. They'll win.
Yeah.
I think Wizards will cover.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna roll with Cade under. Look, I mean, even on like the season, right? Like they've been like the worst defense the whole year. They've been like to be league average against a pick and roll handler is pretty interesting. Not bottom 10 against isolation and stuff. Yeah, obviously like Cade's probably gonna get to the free throw line a few times. But yeah, I mean they're fully healthy around them. There's a lot of players that could have good games here. I'm gonna take Cade under 27.5 points at DraftKings. Just pray that the Wizards aren't winning at halftime. Let's see. Okay, JJ. Let's see. The last question I asked was Asar rebounds and assists for this game. Do you want to start on here with Beasley for this game?
I mean, I already said I liked it.
Okay.
Because handoffs, and I mean they've been collapsing on a lot of drives, so should set up the catch and shoot. What I've been seeing.
Okay. What about Jalen Duren rebounds?
I mean, as long as he gets his minutes. I mean, he's been getting good minutes. Like he's been getting close to 30. Right. So if he can continue to do that, I think should be solid spot for him. It is the Wizards after all.
What about Tobias? Let's see, who would he be guarding? Like Keyshawn George, maybe?
Probably. You said power forward's been decent.
Okay. Sweet. Hold up. I'll chime in.
Yeah, I think I'd probably lean over.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm doing my little thing where I get sidetracked. Let's see. They don't drop the real props, yeah. Yeah, maybe not with this slate though. It was like last slate they were definitely doing that. But okay. Got it sent in, locked it in myself. I'm gonna quick get this banner up. Okay, so first official play, Cade Cunningham under 27.5 points. Let's see. Yesterday was been clamping power forwards on points. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about Tobias under. They don't have Bilal Coulibaly. If they're gonna, I think, like I said, I think they've been pretty good against top options. So I never like to fade a role player against a shit team when I think that they're gonna be okay against a top option. And Tobias has actually been really, really good on this line recently. So I'd probably stay away from Tobias under. Barnes had what, 13 last? Who said SAR PR yesterday? I have no clue. They play again Thursday. I doubt Wizards show their hand. What do you mean? What do you mean Wizards show their hand? I don't know what you mean with that. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the Wizards-Pistons game. Lean Asar over PRA at 19.5. JJ, do you have any official leans here?
Probably like Malik Beasley over. Probably threes here.
Beasley over threes. I also like Sar over threes as well here. I think it's just versus Duran. I guess we could maybe see like some recent stretch bigs versus Duran and look into this a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next one. But yeah, I mean, we just know that Duran does not like to move very well. Did Klingon get a 3-up? I guess we could check that. Klingon did get a 3-up. Duop Reith got up 8 threes. He's like a backup center for them. So that's very interesting. The Warriors, they started Post. Post got up 5 threes in 20 minutes. Draymond got up 5 threes. I don't know which one he was guarding, but those are both guys who might have been getting guarded by him. Clippers don't have a stretch big. Detroit at Utah. Was this like a Filipowski? Filipowski got up 7 threes. Brooklyn does not have a stretch big. Jokic, I think, JJ, you were on Jokic's threes this game, right? And Duran was in like big foul trouble.
Yeah.
Horford got up 9 threes. Kristaps got up 3. I think that Duran would be guarding, or Duran was guarding Horford. I was on Horford this game. Clippers don't have a stretch big. Hawks, did Onyeka get up the 3? He did, but they don't have a stretch big. and neither do the Spurs without Wemby. So, yeah, I think that Sarr. This is definitely a good price for Sarr for sure, in my opinion. Let's see, with like what has he been playing for minutes? 30, 28, 29. Let's do like just like 25 plus or something. Yeah, so pretty good hit rate on the year. Definitely been in better form after starting out the year slow. Yeah, over in the last 17 out of 25. I think, JJ, what do you think? Do you think this should be a play, or what are you thinking about this?
Kind of go either way for me. It just depends on how he feels about shooting.
He's gonna get the volume. I'm very confident about that. I don't always trust him. I feel like Sarr is someone that is not very trustworthy to make threes. But yeah, if you're chasing volume, and this is not very juiced at all, so.
What would you say his volume is here?
I think that it's like, I think he gets up, let's see, what has he been averaging over this stretch? 5.2. I'd say he gets up like 6. Like 5 to 7 attempts on the year. Yeah, 5 to 7 attempts, 14 out of 25. He goes over. Oh, actually, is it? Oh, no, I have that wrong. Okay, 5 to 7 attempts. He's going over in 17 out of 25. Yeah. So this is another very strong lean. He jacked up 7 last night. I'm definitely taking 1.5 versus Dern. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna probably, think about it for a little longer. But yeah, definitely feels like a good bet. Okay, cool. On to the next game. Before we do so, guys, all this stuff is researched by Props Madness. If you guys are serious about betting, about learning how to bet for real, and doing it on your own, you're going to need Props Madness to do so. And if you're going to try out Props Madness, make sure to use code SB25 to get you 25% off. We're showing off this tool here. It has all the play types. It has every single filter you can imagine. So, like I said, guys, if you are serious about learning how to bet props, Props Madness is the way to go for that. Also, guys, if you are on YouTube right now, make sure to drop a like, make sure to sub to the channel. It's how we're able to do this in the coming years and for the rest of the year, because obviously, like, life is going to catch up with us, and time is going to, we're gonna need more time and stuff. So, yeah, to be able to do this in the long term, we're gonna need support from the people, and you guys do that for sure. But just like the like and subscribe is going the extra mile to supporting us to be able to do this long term. So if you guys are new here, make sure to Tommaso Beasley 4 threes. We already said yes, strongly and over. Make sure to drop a like and sub if you guys do appreciate the free content and the free game. So yeah, make sure you're doing that. Final thing too is free Discord. We do have that. It's linked down below in the bio, and I will also send a link here. But yeah, I think JJ, you had a pretty good day yesterday. I had a 1 and 2 day, but what did you go yesterday, JJ?
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Okay, cool.
Only miss was Nemhard 8 assists or 8.5 assists.
Yep.
I mean, I had great value on it, especially with Hallie out, but they just had a really poor shooting night, so can't be too mad about it. I'll take that value any day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so make sure to join the Discord as well, like, sub to the channel, all that good stuff to support in a free way. And let's move on to this next game. So we got the Cavs versus the Nets. Massive spread here, 18.5. I really like Garland under points. I like Mitchell under points. And then I have also been, looking at some of the role players for the Cavs and just to see if it's a good game for them. But if you guys have any questions on this one, make sure to leave them down below. I will say with Donovan Mitchell, with Evan Mobley, the Cavs did not play last night, correct? No, they did not.
No.
Okay, so this is with Mitchell and Mobley, and then with DeAndre Hunter. I wonder how much of a difference he makes, because he's been kind of soaring under with Hunter. Is one thing that I have realized. He's actually maxed out at 20 points. Obviously, this game against Boston, he probably should have had a little bit more than that, but poor shooting. Got to the stripe here, hyper competitive game. Yeah, I really like Garland under stuff. I know he has these crazy home road splits with threes and stuff, but also it's like a terrible, terrible matchup for him to get up threes. So yeah, the Nets are gonna blitz at will and massive blowouts probability and stuff like that. So yeah, what do you think, JJ, about maybe some Garland or Mitchell unders?
I think if we're gonna take a Garland under, probably points. If Donovan Mitchell assists ends up bumping up to 5.5, probably lean under there.
Yeah, needed to bump to 5.5. Yeah, for sure.
Sure. It looks like it's heading there. It's at like -154 on FanDuel at 4.5. So maybe a little bit more steam and it'll get there throughout the day.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. We got D-Mitch under assists, needed to bump to 5.5. Yeah, I mean, if it gets a 5.5, I'd support it. I just like Donovan unders. Let's see. Jerome over threes. So Ty Jerome, I think he's a little too much of a ball dominant guy, in my opinion. I think it's a fine spot for him, maybe to get a little bit of extended run. But yeah, against the Nets, you just every pick and roll is a blitz for the Nets. So, and most of his threes are not really catch and shoot. So I'd probably stay away from Ty Jerome here. Let's see, like 18, 17, 24 minutes the last 3 games since they've been fully healthy.
I like Evan Mobley here.
16.5. Yeah, that does seem pretty short.
I'm thinking the PR 25.5. I'm thinking he gets at least probably like 28 minutes. He always comes in at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Mitchell, so that's Donovan and Evan who come in at the start of the fourth, right? And then it's Jared and Darius who don't. So if you want to like try to snipe a blowout, it's probably Garland under points. And I've been looking at this a ton recently, and this really is just like a pretty brutal matchup. This is a really bad matchup and like a really good matchup for literally everyone else, I think. So I see someone said Mitchell 3+ threes. Russell and Thomas should be in the backcourt. Yeah, they should, but it doesn't really matter when you know every single pick and roll rep is going to be a blitz for. I guess Donovan could get. Does Donovan what is his?
I mean, his line's at 4, so I mean, if you can get 3 and then pair it with Russell and Thomas, I think it makes sense. He'll have enough volume for 3.
Yeah, I just don't like playing any over 3 when I know like a ball dominant person's gonna get blitzed every rep. That's just kind of like my rule of thumb.
Yeah, I mean they had played February 20th, so
let's see. He got up 9. Yeah, I remember this game. The Cavs actually got pushed a little bit because I was on Garland's under, and I guess he's got up 10 threes every game. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the 2.5. Look, you just like never really see a 2.5 line for Donovan for sure. And yeah, he can get up his threes like easy, you know. Even when he does get blitzed, I just wonder if he's going to be forcing the issue if it's if the spread plays into fruition. But yeah, I really like Garland unders here, and I think I'm probably gonna play Garland under stuff because 36% of his points come via the pick and roll. Yeah, 8% from handoffs. massive spread. He doesn't play, so let's see if they win by. Let's say, for example, they blow them out, right? I think Garland will probably be around like 24 minutes if he doesn't get that last stint. So it's like, if there's a good chance of blowout here with an 18-point spread and he'll play like less than 27 minutes or something, he goes under a whole lot more than he doesn't. And like the overs have came on like super good efficiency. Yeah, I'm going to play Darius Garland under 18.5 points. Let's see.
I like it.
Yeah. Minus 110 at DraftKings. Let's see. It definitely could get worse if people get ruled out, but the Cavs, they didn't play. And I peeped that the Cavs don't play until Friday. So it would make sense just to play the guys, minimal minutes here. Okay, Darius Garland under 18.5 points. Official play number 2 for me.
And I'm going to lock in Evan Mobley, 25.5 PR.
Okay, sweet. Darius.
I think anyone that's setting screens or taking corner threes against the Nets, like I think that's just a solid spot.
100%. Yeah, Mobley has like the good matchup here. I think Mobley has a good matchup. Strus, you could maybe even argue Jared Allen. I think it's just like.
And when they're both on the court, putting a power forward on him, like he's just gonna post up.
Yeah. Minus. Okay. I'll get these posted up in a little bit. Okay, good. We got 2 plays already. I actually really like this slate. I like going through this stuff just like slow and controlled like this. Spending your time on each game gives off like. Let's see. 92. Okay. And then what was the number and price on that Mobley one again?
25.5 at minus 115 DraftKings.
Yeah, I like that a ton. And I think like the rotation is important too with that. With if the game's if it's like a 20-point game heading into the 4th, Mobley will get his last rotation. And then for my case, Garland won't probably, unless Mobley comes in and shits the bed and Mitchell and they give up like a 10-point lead or something. Or
yeah.
21. So sweet. The 3 plays that we have so far, guys: Cade under 27.5 points, Darius Garland under 18.5 points, and then Evan Mobley over 25.5 PR. Let's see. So the blow-ups got us off Mitchell. Yeah, I think. Yeah. What's your J-Main? Let's see. You got Mobley getting. I don't even hate Mobley assists too. Just if like it's a matchup for him to touch the ball more. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, we'll get to that later. Mitchell got an 82% head-to-head hit rate, 70%. Yeah, J-Man, I think the books are like projecting Mitchell. I think like honestly, like a good projection for like Mitchell here would be like 28 minutes, and it's like on paper, it's like not a good matchup for him in the half court. So yeah, I think that's what it is. And same with Garland. Like 18.5 for Garland kind of seems a little bit low, but when you factor in like everything, and he hasn't really been in great form recently, especially since they got DeAndre Hunter. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is there any Cavs like role players that you think maybe could be in a good spot? Extended minutes, maybe catch and shoot stuff. Like Sam Merrill, 5.5 points. What do you think about that?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
let's see. So let's do like with all these guys. Because Okoro and Wade matter. He's played 20, 19, 1 by 1, 17, 1 by 37. That was so he's been getting like 16 to 20 minutes for Merrill. Definitely a good matchup. 16 to 20 minutes.
I think it's really going to depend on those transition threes.
Yeah, or he could get some half-court ones too, though, I think. Spot up, transition.
Yeah, he might get some offensive rebounds and stuff like that. But like transition is really like if he gets hot, he gets hot. And that's when he like goes off.
Let's see, 1.5 threes. Okay. Yeah, maybe Okoro, a little bit gross, but definitely a good matchup for him. Transition and spot up is literally all he does, and cuts.
Yeah,
it's actually a great matchup for Isaac Okoro. I will say that. Like PA, I think that like
I feel like all the three guys are transition and spot up.
Yeah, well, Merrill will get some off-ball usage, off-ball screens, and the Nets actually are good at defending that. So I actually really do like Isaac Okoro over 5.5 PA. Let's see. When's the last time they've blown a team out? 22, 20 minutes. I kind of think this is like a 15 to 20 minute game for like Okoro. I guess the hit rate really isn't good. So got up 5 shots against the Nets. and 2 free throws. Just only had 3 points. And he had a really good game against them then. Same thing, 5 shots, 2 free throws. I guess he's played Brooklyn 3 times. Isaac Okoro head-to-head. I mean, this is pretty good volume for him, you know? 4 shots, 5 shots, 5 shots. What about when he takes like 4 to 6 shots? We're just wasting time here with this Okoro stuff, but 4 to 6 shots. Okay, not great. Yeah, Strus threes, I like it. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next one. Bucks at Pacers. This is the one game I really didn't have much take on. I did notice that the Pacers are just like really limiting threes, and they're like kind of letting guys go one-on-one at them. I kind of think this is a pretty good Giannis spot. Let's see, so he played 34, 35 minutes now. I mean, Giannis used to just absolutely kill the Pacers, so that's a thing.
Yeah, because I think they usually defend them one-on-one, if I remember correctly.
Yep. What's this? So, yeah, I mean, 54, 37, 64, 30, and then 26 last year against them. 37 and 30 against them this year. I think the line's pretty fair, right?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, Indy's been a huge paint funnel. And then they've been limiting the shit out of like threes, catch and shoot threes. I think maybe pull up threes too. Yeah, Pacers pull up threes. Yeah, they've just been limiting threes. So I mean, that's what Indy's really been selling out to do. Don't know how good of an idea that is against Giannis, but Dame Lillard's at 3.5. Obviously, we know he can get up his 3 whenever, kind of, but like, what's like Taurean Prince? Wow, plus money for under 1.5 is a little bit interesting. He's been playing good minutes, though. Let's see. Do we have any? Love this game for Giannis and Halliburton threes. Oh, really? No, Jared, you're probably. Oh shit! I probably need to update it. I'll post it in the comments. Let me know if this link works, Jared. Well, if you did any self promo or something, then I definitely banned you. So I don't know if you did that, but Yeah, anyone who does self promo gets banned in there. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, JJ, do you have? I really don't have anything like crazy on this game.
Do we know if Halliburton's for sure playing?
Let's see. Pacers injury report. I just said that he was ruled out. And also that makes sense, right? I guess it was the first night of a back-to-back. They probably wanted to be conservative with him. This is a big game. So I would actually expect Hallie to play. He's been hooping too. He really has been, man. 80 passes made is ridiculous.
How many games has he missed in a row so far?
A few. I think like 3. Yeah, I don't hate Hallie either. I think the Hallie makes sense. Miles Turner always gets his threes up against Brook Lopez.
Yep.
But that's kind of
probably
patched.
2.5.
Yeah.
What's that one? Yeah.
AJ Green, unders. Yeah, I don't have anything crazy for this game. I want to go over to this game though. But before I do so, one last reminder, guys, make sure to yeah, it's MFs in there trying to sell picks. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Any self promo people get banned. Yeah, so Clippers and Pelicans. I mean, this is such an interesting game here, guys. I really like bogey stuff. I think that bogey stuff is great. I mean, you just go here, right? Post All-Star break, catch and shoot stuff versus the Pelicans. The problem is that you could argue it's a good matchup for Bogey, for Derek Jones, for Amir Coffey, for Chris Dunn, for Nico Batum, and I have no clue who to pick. So, yeah, I like Harden assist too. This feels like a great assist spot for Harden. Let's see, is that 9.5? Yeah. Yeah, I agree for sure. Let's see, team's opponent. Yeah, it for sure is a great matchup for James Harden. I mean, these guys are just allowing so many threes. Let's see, what's Bogey's threes at? I think that Bogey's threes are a little bit juiced, but him at 1.5 feels really low, even with the juice. You can even, yeah.
He's just so inefficient. That's the only reason why he's either gonna be playing like straight ass or he's gonna be super efficient.
Yeah, Harden assist makes sense, right? Because if he's gonna have all these catch and shoot guys to be able to, toss the rock to, let's see. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the price. I know that without Norman Powell, it hasn't been great. Yeah, it's actually been really bad without Norman Powell. But with Kawhi, I mean, this is just a great matchup for him to drop some dimes. That's for sure. Against the Suns, he had 28. Yeah, so I'm trying to think this through, man. JJ, do you have any thoughts on this one? This is just like on the Clipper side of things, like I just don't know who to bet on. It's like I think it's a good matchup for literally all these guys. I mean, we could go to points. I think Pelicans have been pretty good at limiting points in the paint. Let's see, what have they been against, like limiting free throws too? So post All-Star break. Because if they're just like allowing so many threes and like so many catch and shoot threes, maybe fading Harden points could make sense.
Yeah.
Pelicans overall on defense have been pretty poor, but we know that. Opponents' free throws. Pelicans have not been fouling a lot either, which is good. Yeah, what do you think? Let's see, it's in New Orleans. Zion is playing 7-point spread. It's definitely a good sell high on Harden. Yeah, I mean, Zubac. What do you think? What do you think about Zubac too? I'm just curious. He had 20 points against the Pelicans this year.
I mean, he's been dominating lately.
Mm-hmm. I mean, post up. I guess they've been okay against post up. I just
think
look
the
at
line's a tad high.
yeah. Good old man back. Yeah, you could make a Zubac under case. I mean, let's see. So, it's like player shooting. This is the Clippers' last 15 games. Lowest catch and shoot stuff is so Kawhi actually does it a fair bit. Harden has taken a few. I guess Zubac has. I don't know when the hell he's taking 1.1 catch and shoot shots per game.
Yeah, catch and shoot twos.
Oh, really? Like
That's why I always look at catch and shoot threes when I filter.
Yeah. Yeah, Bogey 2-3 Tommaso is a great bet. Like honestly, I definitely should play this, even with the juice. I don't like playing juice on 3-point made props. I think like bogey alts are like very in play. Bogey points, bogey's volume.
I think the alts would make the most sense here for someone like Bogey.
Like bogey should have went over against this Knicks game. Let's see, like so without Powell, with Harden, and probably with Kawhi too, right? Yeah. So, I mean, you got up 10 shots here. That's good. Got up, very efficient here. Probably should not have went over here, if we're being honest. Should have maybe went over here because he shot very poorly.
Were those overs without Derrick Jones Jr.?
No. Let's see, with Derrick Jones. Yeah, so his minutes will be a little bit worse but Bogey's also like a guy that you want to like put on the court in a matchup like this, and then against a team that's just going to allow a ton of catch and shoot threes because he's the one that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even assists, like if he's going to touch the ball a little bit more. Like I don't hate Bogey PRA at 15.5. I just think it's a really good matchup for him. But yeah, what's the best way to play this, JJ? So I think it's not a good matchup for Harden. Who's going to be guarding Harden? Does he
Let's say Bogey 3+ on 4+ threes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that Bogey ult. Yeah, but what do you think about Harden under 25.5? Do you think that's a good way to play it?
I don't know. I guess it depends. Is Jose Alvarado going to play?
Oh, yeah, that's someone who could make it a little tough. Yeah, I'm trying to just figure out which one I like the most. Let's see, we have a couple questions. Messi or Messi PRA. There's no Kelly Olynyk, which is probably good for his rebounds. I think the Clippers have been pretty good at rebounding, though. Yeah, Zubac is definitely like a big body in there. I think can do pretty good against Messi. Let's see, head to head. Okay, 35 minutes, and there's no Kelly Olynyk, so I had a pretty good game against him. There was no Zion there. This feels a little bit low, though. Yeah, J-Main, I definitely lean over with you. I think at 16.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, without Kelly Olynyk, too. So it's like he's probably going to be snagging boards. Could have like a 10 rebound game, even if he like has a shit offensive game. Let's see, I will say. Yeah. Okay, what about pull-ups? Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think about this. So we're being super slow. Derek Jones Jr. over 7.5 points. Yeah, so he's coming off the bench now, and it's just like, look, all these like role player guys are like not safe at all for minutes. I do agree that like someone's gonna be needed to guard Zion. I don't know if that's you want to put someone with maybe you put Zubac. Actually, that's probably what they do. They probably put Zubac on Zion. You think?
You think he's quick enough for that?
I don't think he has to be. I think you can just wait for him at the. I guess you don't want to give him a head of steam, but
And that's exactly what's going to be the problem.
yeah. Well, who takes Zion? Kawhi? Do you want to put that on Kawhi though, or Batum maybe?
Probably be Batum.
I think Batum might guard Trey Murphy though. Batum's like really good at guarding movement shooters. Like he's actually like maybe like the best in the league at it. Like to be honest. Over in 17 out of 20 with Kawhi. It's a great matchup for Derek Jones. I will say that. But yeah, he's just not starting. So it's like, yeah, he got 28 minutes last game. He only had like 9 in the first half. It's just gonna. I guess. Well, he wasn't really playing. Let's see. It's Kawhi without. Could just. Oh wow.
Dunn should be playing.
Yeah, so he did play 28 minutes last game, but that went to overtime. Then he played 18. I don't think. I think like a good minute range projection for Derek Jones like 26 too. Oh wow, and you're still getting pretty good stuff there. Yeah. With Kawhi, without Norm, but that's just like making the sample size just like shit. Yeah, I do like Derek Jones. I think this is a pretty good bet, and it's definitely a great matchup for him as a catch and shoot guy. Pelicans aren't really trying to win games either. I think Bogey, just like Bogey to me, is speaking to me. I don't know. Bogey really is just speaking. The rebounds are at 2.5. I don't really want to trust his rebounds. Yeah, let's see. If Batum's that good, do you think Trey? I actually do lean under. That's like the first thing I thought. Is Chris Dunn out or no, JJ?
He's not on the injury report.
Okay. Yeah, shit. I don't know. This is tough for me. I want to find. There has to be one play that's like at least good. Bogey's line just feel crazy low. I don't know what I would think about it, but I mean they just been catch and shoot threes, bro. It's like we're talking about Bogdan Bogdanovic, right?
Mm-hmm.
9.5 points. Very juiced. I don't really like that. The thing is, everything's just so juiced with him. I guess maybe just play the 10.5 at plus 100, but. Threes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. And all the others for New Orleans playing. Yeah, for New Orleans, it's Ingram, obviously. Well, it's DeJounte's out, Brandon Boston, Herb, Alvarado might not play. Kelly Olynyk is out for sure. So maybe we get like Bruce Brown probably sliding into the starting lineup. I'm not completely sure. Or maybe Jose Alvarado who slots in and plays the point guard. So yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that's sharp. Bogey, Miles each hit 3 threes. Yeah, that's a great lay. I actually like that a ton. Yeah, I agree too. I like his assists. That's what I was kind of thinking. PA. I think it's just a good assist matchup. But he's just gonna touch the ball more if like they're allowing all these catch and shoot stuff. That's why I don't like Harden. It's like this dude does not catch and shoot, and it's like a great matchup for his teammates. Pelicans have not been fouling. But isolation, free throws, pick and roll handler. Yeah, I'm probably just going to play Harden under 25.5, I think. Another DraftKings line. What the fuck? Who's actually like a... The thing is, like, fuck, these guys have to actually make shots. Like, Amir Coffey, it's a good matchup for him, too. But it's like, what has his minutes been like? Shit. Like, I can't decide. JJ, do you have an official play for this one yet? Or do you have, like, a... What do you think the best bet is here?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I gotta look through their rotations a little bit more.
The thing is, Ty Lue's rotations are never sticky. It's just like a hot hand thing, except for Harden and Kawhi and Zubac.
Yeah.
And that's even Zubac. If they had Ben, like, he wouldn't even be fully safe. It's just like Batum, Coffey, Derek Jones, Chris Dunn. These guys are all who have great matchups are going to come down to who makes the shots. And Chris Dunn probably isn't going to make shots. And it's like...
He rarely makes shots.
Yeah. So this probably isn't... Maybe it's a bad... And do you really need Chris Dunn here? Like, who's he going to... Like, to guard CJ McCollum? Like, I feel like you can put someone else on him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just going to come down to whoever makes shots. Who's most likely to make shots? I'd say Bogey. Maybe Amir Coffey. Batum. Actually, Batum's like a... He's just not going to really take shots, so that's the thing. Jose, CJ Murphy, Zion, Misi. Yeah, I think that's a good looking lineup too. Agreed there. See Harden head-to-head against the Pelicans. He had 27, but was insanely efficient, and the Pelicans like really turned in, and that was no Kawhi. Close game. Kind of everything went right there for Harden. Yeah, I mean, James Harden, man. And James Harden's definitely been hooping, but yeah, let's go Harden under.
The good thing that supports that is if it does get out of hand early, it's the first leg of a back-to-back, so they'll be pulled immediately.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, J-Main, I am considering CJ under still. Dunn should lock his ass up.
Okay. Is there anything else? Why the fuck Batum in? Old ass cracker. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna quick. I guess 26. There's like a really good line on MGM there. Minus 125. If you guys do have that. MGM. How is any you guys should drop a comment down below if you guys are not limited on MGM. I want to see something. Okay, Harden under. Sweet. Three unders, JJ. I'm straight fucking hating today.
Welcome to the party.
Great Hayden. Got to switch it up somehow. They stopped using MGM 2 days after I signed up. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, guys, if you have MGM, go play this under 26.5 minus 125. That's a really good one. Yeah, Mitchell. It's because the books know this shit's gonna be a blowout and it's gonna be like limited minutes and stuff. Like he's probably gonna only play like 27 or 28 minutes. Yeah, James Harden has been hooping. If his teammates are going to get open, catch and shoot threes, and as long as they don't miss everything, then I like our chances that Harden staying under. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Sweet. Well, that's going to do it, guys. Before you do so, make sure to like and comment, or not like and comment. You can comment. Like and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Check out Props Madness if you guys are interested in, becoming a serious bettor. Trying to, if you're trying to, become a quote unquote capper yourself. Props Madness is the way to go, a way to learn it and stuff. So yeah, make sure to check out Props Madness using code SB25 for 25% off. Obviously, it's a thing in the background. And of course, guys, if you do have any questions about that, DMs are open on Twitter at StraightBetting or at TyvanKlinger3 or on Discord if you're in the Discord. So yeah, make sure you check that out. If you have any questions, make sure to ask. And yeah, like and sub to the channel, all that good stuff. Make sure to join the Discord. I've linked it here a couple times. Should be in the description as well. So yeah, JJ, is there anything you want to say before we head out and before we recap?
I mean, join the Discord. You want to ask us questions? We got a whole ask questions. We'll always try to get to them.
JJ, I got a question for you.
Jake is hilarious today. But yeah, I mean, overall, since we started this Discord, I mean, been doing pretty good as a team.
Yeah, I really haven't, but you guys have. So good stuff, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm straight fucking hating today. I'm fading Cade under 27.5 points. Wizards have actually really been pretty good against top options. And big blowout concern. And, if the Wizards are going to start to be good against top options all of a sudden, they're going to be a really good look. Same with this team. Another bad team that's good against top options. Brooklyn Nets, who blitz the pick and roll every time. We got a 19-point spread about in Cleveland tonight. So and he's kind of been struggling to go over since DeAndre Hunter has joined as well. But yeah, he's going to get blitzed every rep. 19 points, I think, is going to be a big ask. I think that if he doesn't play the fourth quarter, if it's a blowout, right, he's only going to be at like 24 minutes. So it's going to be a very tough ask to get 19 and 24 when you're getting blitzed every rep. And kind of in correlation with the Garland stuff. But do you want to quick elaborate on Mobley, JJ?
Yeah, short roll, cutting, corner threes. They have really nobody to match up with Evan Mobley because, I mean, when you got the two bigs on the court, he's going to match up with someone much smaller, usually like a small forward or power forward. So he's been dominating this matchup like pretty much every game they played. I think he's over in 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
And he even went over in one game where it was like super blowout, played only 23 minutes. But with his rotation, he should get around 25 minimum. But I think he'll be pushing 28 here.
Yeah. Yep, and the thing is with Mobley's rotation, Garland and Mobley are on different rotations. What happens is Garland and Mobley come out early in the start of the second half, so like they play 5 minutes and then they come back with like 3 minutes left in the third and play until like the 6-minute mark in the fourth. Well, Garland on the other hand plays like the first, I think, 8 or 9 minutes of the quarter and then comes back with like the 6 or 7 minute mark in the fourth. But obviously, if the game is out of hand, he probably will not come back, or he won't come back for that second stint, which would put him at, around like 24 or 25 minutes only. So let's hope for that case here. Finally, James Harden under 25.5 points. I mean, look, yeah, he's been good. But the Pelicans they allow so much catch and shoot stuff. It's actually ridiculous. Like 40% of the shots that they, are shot against them are catch and shoots. If we go to like player shooting, Harden, we all know how Harden plays. He just wants to, dribble. So yeah, Harden has a very low catch and shoot frequency. Also, if you go to opponents' free throw attempts, because they give up so many threes, right? They're not giving up a ton of free throws. So actually, that's yeah, they've post All-Star break. They're allowing the 5th fewest free throw attempts, which is also good. And Pelicans are also just a team that kind of stinks too. So, and yeah, 25.5. Just like, yeah, I get that he's been pretty good without Norman Powell. With Kawhi, I guess he's averaging like 24.9, but yeah, I think he took advantage of some pretty good matchups with that. And Harden's also just a pretty inefficient player. So yeah, it should be a good matchup for pretty much everyone else on the team besides Harden. And I think that alone can maybe help him stay under. So yeah, those are all the plays. I guess all 4 of them were DK plays. So shit. Okay, cool. Thank you everyone for tuning in. One last reminder, just to leave a like and sub on your way out, and we will see you guys tomorrow.